and welcome to another episode of the Polish Empire campaign. Now, I have been doing a little bit of playing off camera. All that I've done is built some more things, trained some more troops, mainly reinforced Ryazan against the Mongols, which I have found now. They have some terrifying armies. This is just a small fraction of what they have, and it appears they're heading for Ryazan. So that's something to keep an eye on. I've also fought off a siege at Frankfurt, and I think we are also going to easily take out this siege at Nuremberg. So I probably will send a small group of troops to attack that soon. I'm also blockading the port of Stettin, and I am going to use an assassin to sabotage their drill square. Let's see how he plans to do it. I honestly have no clue. He's got something in that wagon. Looks like a barrel of some sort. What could it be? He's lit it. It was gunpowder. The drill square has been blown to smithereens by our assassin. Great. Now, another thing I forgot to mention is I have begun to besiege the city of Venice. Now, Venice is it's really strong city. It's got some really nice walls, some really nice infrastructure. Its army is good, but I feel like we could take a lot of casualties if we do it wrong. So what I've done is I am mostly just besieging it here. I'm just going to wear down the troops rather than going for a full-on attack, because otherwise I feel we could take a lot of casualties. So now that we're all caught up, let's end turn and see what new things we can find. Sending some troops to Kiev as well to reinforce it. France are sending a merchant, and the Holy Roman Empire are moving some troops out of Magdeburg and Stettin. I wonder what they're doing. They're honestly pretty weak right now. Hopefully it's not too long before we take them out. Venice. What are they going to do? Hopefully not anything too dangerous. Ooh. Something very dangerous. A battle. They're attacking our sieging army. However, you might notice our general is standing on a little bridge. I think you can guess what that means. Yes, we are fighting a bridge battle. This is the exact same mechanics as a normal battle. However, there is a bridge separating the map, which is the only way to cross the river. Now, you will have noticed that we're being attacked from this way. However, the reinforcements, which are Venice, are coming from that way. So we're going to need to do this a little differently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small force here to guard the bridge. But this is not our main army. Our actual force is going to be concentrated around the opposite direction, aka this way. Going to make sure they're in the right formation, like that, and then spread them out. There we go. So Venice, the big army will be attacking that way. We can defend across the bridge from this way, and honestly, I think this is the best way. Okay, here's the garrison of Venice. So you can see some pretty nice spearmen and some catapults. However, I think they would be pretty vulnerable to cavalry. And I've got to get back here now because they're charging across the bridge. Peasant archers, spear militia, armoured sergeants, more spear militia, and a small force of weak-mailed knights. Interesting. We have some very solid spearmen waiting for them, so I don't think they should be in too much trouble. I do want to make sure everyone is on guard, which means if an enemy starts fleeing, they don't chase after them. They kind of hold their ground. Our Stuzelgni are shooting at the advancing forces. I think that's inflicting quite a few casualties there. I think this small force of Knights Templar, I might want to charge it down the bridge. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put skirmish mode off, which means they will stand their ground. Hopefully. Sending some Knights Templar in. I'll say our missile cavalry is doing a pretty good job. Some of these guys are already routing, and they are sending some cavalry at our spearmen. The number one rule of warfare, apart from know your enemy, is to never charge cavalry at spearmen. However, our Knights Templar have intercepted them here. So it's going to be a pretty intense melee here. Hopefully we can win that. Have our main cavalry. I'm going to deploy it here, because I'm worried about catapults. There's also a chance I charge it straight away at the crossbowmen. I'm going to pull back our knights now, because they appear to have taken really heavy casualties for some reason, which is sad. I thought they would do better. They might be completely wiped out here if they're not careful, but there's not much we can do about that. It will have inflicted some good casualties. I think we've taken out some Pavis there. We'll send them back. Don't want to take too many casualties with our cavalry. One unit appears to have gotten bogged down, and there's the catapults firing. There are the catapults. Very annoying. Very deadly. Absolutely devastating to be up against. I'm going to now charge in a lot of our troops at them.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we have the grace of our men have slain the enemy.
Okay, so what we've just done is their catapults have taken out their own general on this bridge. That is honestly hilarious. I don't know how they've done that. Our Knights Templar could be able to take out their general here, if I play this right.
The enemy are badly bloody. They have lost half their men.
Okay, I say we now charge everything, including these guys, because we desperately need to take out their cavalry and catapults. And a massive cavalry charge, I think, into the flanks there, that was. Hopefully. I think they might be starting to rout, but I'm unsure. Okay, we've reached the catapults. That gives us a good advantage if we take them out. Their bodyguard is here. Hopefully we can take them out. I might use some of our spear militia to help in that fight, and the other half can help flank those guys. Not sure how it's going here. I think our general's holding his own here, and with these guys reinforcing, we've got a good chance. I think... oh no, these guys are pushing too far ahead. Want them to charge that way, and these guys to charge into the Pavis crossbowmen. that's more of a priority at the moment. And these guys have hit into the back of the catapults, which is another unit that is incredibly dangerous if we don't take them out. I think we should. Our general and spearmen should take out their general, hopefully. But it's not a done matter. And oh, we have just hit them with some mercenary spearmen here in a bit of a flanking maneuver. These guys, now that they're done, oh, they're routing. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. Not too happy about that.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slog here. Their melee units are a bit better than we are. But if we take out their general, I think we're good. So I'm just probably going to speed this up a bit here. I honestly think if we take out the general, we will win. I am nearly certain of that.
My lord, only half of our force by the grace of our men have slain the enemy general.
And now that that's happened,
His troops will lose their will.
exactly, I hope their troops will kind of begin to rout. If we charge some knights into the back here. Yeah, we're getting a lot of routing going on. A lot of fleeing units on their side, which is lovely. Okay, yeah, the tide of battle is changing. Now it's just these spear militia.
Badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
And I don't know how well they're going to fight for. They are already wavering and they're routing. Perfect. Now just got to clean up any troops over here. These Pavese crossbowmen should be taken out. Oh, defeat. Oh, shut up. Defeat does not seem almost certain. That is an utter lie. Got some Struzelkuni going melee combat here. I mean, we do not have too many units left, I would say. However, honestly, I believe it should be enough. And now, all I'm going to do is send a few troops to attack the stuff on the bridge. That's all we really have to worry about. Apart from these Italian spear militia units, which we should be able to take out. Just like so.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let us pray it remains as.
And we want to capture these guys, honestly. We want to make this a decisive victory. This is like a newly trained army, so like all of this is completely new. So it's a unit like it wouldn't be great if we lost, let's say, every single man, but it would be acceptable. Because we've already, you know, this is completely new. It's just a load of new casualties and hopefully a new city. Since this army is a little weakened, I'll probably train some mercenaries to bolster the ranks. And I'll attack those Italian spear militia with the remaining Struzelkuni. So, let's see how that goes. They're quite good, they're mounted crossbowmen, so they're a very useful unit. If I charge, not my general, that would be a dumb thing to do. No, Struzelkuni. No, we don't want them to go in. Or our Knights Templar, for that matter. We want the melee units. Yeah, they're now shaken. So hopefully we win that. This is the last little engagement on this bridge. If we just press through, victory should be ours. Come on. It's simply a bit of Italian spear militia. We can certainly take that out. They're wavering. They're nearly out. They're nearly done for. You can see here we're pressing them back. And they're taking some really nasty casualties, honestly. There's only a few of them left. And I think we should take them out relatively soon.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Yep, they're routing. Everything's routing. There's a rout across the bridge. Charge the cavalry! And we have won a very close battle there. Yeah, close victory. We lost a lot of men. However, you know, a victory's a victory. And we have taken Venice. A small sum of 10,000 gold for capturing it. I don't think anyone can complain with that. That also allows us to build the militia barracks in Krakow, which will allow us to train a unit better than Polish nobles. Halberd militia. If we can build an army out of those, we are absolutely golden. That would be really, really useful. They're really good defensive units and offensive. They're good against cavalry, against infantry, against heavy units, light units. They're a really versatile unit to have in our armies. Egyptian diplomat moving around. We're still at war with Egypt. However, I'd say it's mostly symbolic. It's not really like an active conflict, I wouldn't say. One thing I would like to do, however, is to turn one of our castles into a fortress to allow us to get knights. They're a key piece of European warfare. And something I'd very much like. Portugal, moving some diplomats. So are England. Hungary, Papal States, and the Mongols. They'll be up next. See what they're doing. Heading south. And more armies are turning up. We can build a Master Thieves Guild. I don't want to upgrade it. A storm over here.
My lord, the fleet cannot sail there.
What a shame.
Yes, my lord.
However, I did send an army
Where to?
up here. I'm very much confused where it has got to. Earlier I'd sent a little thing off to take Antioch. Polish nobles. They've joined the enemy. Oh, that's not good. Well, I mean, it's just more money in the bank, really. If you think about it. No, we just get a bit more to spend on other things. A militia drill square here. Actually, no, not one. Ah, yes, yeah, we'll do one here. Or we will retrain some units. Maybe build an armourer. And raise the tax rate a bit. Very nice. In Frankfurt, is there any troops we can train? Yes, some. Not anything important. I don't know if there's any places we can upgrade to a fortress. I think not, unfortunately. Going to look around at all our castles. You know, upgrade them if we can. Helsinki, possibly? No. Oh well, it's not too big of a deal. Send this down to Kiev. And I think we'll send the scouts to Ryazan again, because, you know, we know the Mongols are coming now. We just need to bolster whatever we can. The Mongols are once again the strongest faction. That's not a surprise. Vienna says it's unhappy. Maybe we train a bit of militia. We'll get a bit more public order. French diplomat. Not saying much. They really don't get trade map information with me. I've been asking. 5 to 4. I might save Poland. I think we can auto-resolve this. Yes, we can. I thought that might happen. It was a very weak army. It's not too big of a deal. So that's good. Siege's been lifted. Shouldn't be too long before we get our reward for blockading that port up there. It says it will be some of the best units currently available to us. So yeah, I wonder what that could be. I also now probably want to make a ceasefire with Venice. Now that I've taken one of their cities, we shouldn't want any more. Milan, their crusading army has reached Jerusalem. Very nice. That will mean we have some, like, friendly neighbours in the Holy Lands, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Now, something I want to start looking at is the conditions for a campaign victory. So when the game ends, these are the things you need to have done in order to win. It's like, take out certain factions sometimes, have these certain provinces, have this many. And I want to look at that and see how close we are and what we need to do. Because I can't imagine it we're too far off. Especially with the amount we've been conquering in the east and the west. Now, I was thinking, we need to send an assassin to kill the king of the Holy Roman Empire. So, their capital is Bulgarna. That's where I imagine their king is. Oh, there's a spy there. But anyway, there's a lot of people in Bulgarna. That's where I want to send the spy. Mission success. 3 units of Knights Templar here. Honestly, they need to go get a job. We're going to send them off to there. Oh, they've been ambushed. And lost a crushing defeat. That's not good. They, kind of failed. I'm disappointed in them. Well, I'll make them raise an army and go take them out. Retrained a load of units. I'll probably send some of them to Nuremberg. And the Mongols are kind of catching up with us. We need to get to Ryazan and reinforce our garrison there. They look like they're heading for us. Definitely look like it. Let's see. Is there a Venetian diplomat we can negotiate with? I think we can. I'll retrain the units. And we're building those sweet, sweet militia barracks. I also want to go up to, where is it? Novgorod. Because it's kind of, there's a lot of things we can build here. Loads of good ports and buildings and armories. Some relatively good crossbow we can train. You know, useful stuff. I'll also send out a small force from it to go to Moscow. Oh, it's slightly unhappy now. Oh. There might be a small amount of rioting soon. I might send these guys back. And the ballistas, they can attack those rebels. That's not too big of a deal though. We've still got a fair amount of money. So I'm thinking over here we train some units. Because, you know, we don't want Egypt to sneak attack us. France sending a crusading army. Go a bit late because Milan's already there, as we have seen. Her own empire, their only real force is now in Bulgaria. Oh, that could be a bit of an issue. But since we're bolstering our forces in Nuremberg, we should be good. Milan are now sieging Jerusalem. Honestly, it would be pretty nice to have them as an ally nearby, because we're relatively friendly with them, and you know we'll be bordering them. We already are, but like another trade route. I'm very happy about having that. Byzantines, they've really not done much to affect us. They're relatively strong, but it's not really a war with them. Has never gone through our mind. Hopefully that feeling is mutual. Turkish Navy, just going to turn the brightness up slightly. Egypt, I think they're going to fight that Milanese army. Ooh. Oh no! That crusading army just got absolutely demolished. Oh. That's not good for Milan. What a shame, what a shame. It's a terrible tragedy. Oh. New mission. Blockade Jerusalem. I mean, we're blockaded ourselves here by the rebels, but I'll try. We've trained some stuff in Breslau, which is here. Those generals who are now kind of in disgrace for failing to take out that rebel army. We'll take these nobles. I'll go try and take Stettin, probably. A jihad has been called, which is an Islamic crusade, on Baghdad. Wow. Milan are at war with France. Milan are at war with Egypt. Spain are at war with Sicily. Wow, big things happened. We are once again the strongest faction, and the Mongols won't stop following us. They keep heading towards Ryazan. We need to take this defense very seriously, because if we don't, we're simply dead. This is our first line of defense, honestly. Kaffa. Maybe we build some roads there and some farms, and we try and make peace.
Did you expect us to be happy to see you?
With, oh, they don't want to be friends. How? Maybe if I give them, what would they like? Kaffa. Maybe they'll take that.
You ask these of us? Never.
Oh.
This meeting was worse than fruitless.
They really don't want peace. Strange. Seeing as, you know, we probably are going to end up taking more of their cities if they're not careful. Sending those units to try and stop Novgorod rioting if they do. Can two ballistas take out rebels? The age-old question. I mean, at least we're gonna, you know, kind of test them out a bit. So I'm going to fight this one manually.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Oh yes, because ballistas are really weak. Oh, we can put them on top of a hill. Fun. Fire at will, flaming bolts. Start the battle. Doesn't really matter what we're up against. We can't change anything. Can these ballistas do it? Some random rebels. It's not a crazy amount of them. I think it's only 2 units. But what are those units? That's the question. Archer militia. And that one is spear militia. I mean, it's pretty basic units. There is a tiny possibility the ballistas actually get them. Here they go. Whee! Flaming bolts. Have they taken any casualties? No, the ballistas kind of missed. They're not missing now. They're shaken, it says. So maybe soon they will start to rout, possibly. That would be quite funny. However, it doesn't appear that will happen, since they seem to be quite happy. Honestly, they've got a good plan. Just shooting at us from far. Maybe if we try to take out the spear militia, we'll have better luck. Yeah, that seems to be more accurate. I honestly didn't expect to win this. It doesn't look like we will. But it's kind of fun to watch the ballistas shoot with their massive flaming spears. Yeah, losing half of your men is not something you generally want. These guys are wavering. They could start routing if we do this right. If we take out more of their troops and they rout, you know, maybe we could take out the spear militia and they rout. They've routed. Now we shoot the spear militia. That would be so funny if we somehow won. These guys are still eager, even though they're being kind of obliterated. The only way we can win is if we take out their general. And we're dead.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Yeah, it's fine. What a shame, we lost. It's fine. It was entertaining. I hope. Sending some troops out. Reinforcing Nuremberg. Now that that Milanese army is dead, who's going to be the one that manages to take Jerusalem? That's my question, honestly. Spain moving their stuff about. So Venice. Oh, they're besieging us. This is scary. Shouldn't be so joking, because they're actually quite good. As we have found out. They're a trickier enemy than we would expect. Maybe if we promise to give them Venice back, they'd make peace. No, I don't think so. That's something I want to keep. I wonder what the Mongols are going to do. Are they going to attack us as it looks like? Or are they going to do something else? Maybe it's going to be all this build-up and they don't actually attack us. That would be pretty entertaining. Let's send our assassin. Keep him going.
The target clear. That's all I need. We fly allied flags, mon ami.
Well, it's under siege, but you never know. We could win. Where are the Mongols?
My lord. Forward.
I thought they were here.
Move out. Men, march.
Have they disappeared?
Forward.
What?
Orders, my
Where
Move
have they
out.
gone?
We move onward tomorrow.
I really thought I saw them, honestly. Well, Venice is besieged by Venice. But this army is going to move closer to Stettin.
Marching to battle with pride, lord.
Place under siege.
Yes.
Can it hire any
Surrounding and
mercenaries?
besieging the settlement.
It
The
can,
siege is ongoing, my lord.
so it will.
Yes.
Also going to take
Yes,
troops from
My
here
my lord.
and
Orders, my
make
king. My lord.
a new army
Forward. Making
to
camp here.
probably
My lord. My lord. Of course.
go and take
Yes,
Staufen.
lord. Confronting the enemy.
So I'd say this has been a pretty good episode, honestly. We've got a lot of money. We've really reinforced these eastern provinces. And we have got a lovely new city. Maybe not for long, but at the moment we hold Venice, which is a good source of income. So yeah, the Polish Empire is going strong. Next episode, we are going to take Staufen and Stettin, hopefully fight us this army, and maybe the Mongols will attack us for the first time. See you next time, and have a nice day.